Right, ebusian like video share mo before from na ono so enya bi enhwe say unsubscribe to the channel so adaruma subscribe and be part of the family say be a news update bi ano benya bi na onso watumi ahwe na honorable Alexander Afenyo Markins ono eye mighty minority leader one bunu hene atranse edi nkomo bebre edi nsem atudwa enya asem ketwa na enei odi atudwa say proye any kratasihye a ekoso gold border Sammy Gyamfi CEO dano no enya asem ketu akra enu nti ena okobo so a Sammy Gyamfi ahyase ekasa bebre no na ono Alexander Afenyo Markins onka asem abra oni nyinaso onim de oka na se aban no eni beda ho no atimi ayehwehwemu e gold border obehu se kratasihye ne proye a ekoso ho no enya asem ketu akra wedi nkomo no bebre a enya asem ketu amepese ebegibre na yakutie nkomo twetwe ne bi na yenso yache yadwen
ene yenuanum se esium by force wo be den wo pass ena wo pass ayen yenyinyimzi bi wo gold board for one transactions a wo ye won ankasa one office ena ye na yenyim there sana e ka obi imporeba because say it to gold na aton gold a imboka is in faso na ezeba oye IMF one reporter aben enya copy IMF actual there by as of December 2025 no losses no was in excess of 9 billion cedis. Onye mi na mabo mitrim no bi abesha mahroba. Onye mi ibio ayen minority ye raise the mensami. There was an emergency joint board meeting between Gold Board and Bank of Ghana. Immediately we raised this matter in January. And as a result of that joint board meeting, you fees now not over 15%. No. They themselves reduce it to 9%. So the question is that if I am minority for no ye nkontompo bi na ye twa oyakorisam na ye twa ibazinti na fees no from the original 15%. Now, IMF query was about 9%. Then further reduce it to 5%. And subsequently, governor no will be denti. Onya kukudruka de and one Bank of Ghana watch one way fee. Gold board diamond finance no. Minia Ghana hanehu odubi ayempe no kwa. The losses, it can build schools, it can complete the agenda 111 and over, it can construct more roads, and Ghana will not need to borrow. If the cost of implementing an economic policy is overwhelming, it's far in excess of one Kasawo budget, you have to review it. Se bibinya Ghana fo or the wo boyen minority fo ya bado. Yen yanum NDC fo no or the wo boyen abado. That true yen advocacy no. Nzama bi anche obo prowon ebia wo sesi ni baby. Nti onye ten na mama bro. Now, Gold Board the phone wasam ni den mpocho. Have they soon forgotten that when they were in opposition, they were so loud? Why? Yama Mrs. Liadapa, was she ever given the opportunity to be heard? Or no? Would say na semumpuana was BBI politics? Cecilia Dapa?
Yeah.
Or your mamia wa bobra? That woman, wabobra, and so politics inti, nyimpa de senyi, ogune nyimasi wukroma, and the dominion pan, eka gold board asem I say hey mo on body. When he had the opportunity, he didn't spare any of these people. But that's not what we are doing. He goes on attacking personality. Even in government today, enjoying a sikakoko no, still no, the arrogance of power, washaroba, numpono, unjai. All right? And then, yambra yamami, Chief Justice, yamami toko no, baby I will be a michel. Mami no okro conference was Zambia, or Tanzania. Ne pediama was a man no. Oben was there. One retire the me impression ye. What was the amount involved? $4,000. Ye good board in ye or Katina Joy FM share pa. Us won't in show obia wabone bra. Wabe a lawyer, wabe a judge, high court, commercial court, wako courts of appeal, wabe the Supreme Court. Na wabona bado, wabe a chief justice. We in yaya. Otifie when you entitlement. In fact, I wrote some woman there na the police officer Odanwa Bono Ben about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Onumpono was withdrawn. The police officer has been withdrawn. You know, there are some people in this country when you be a what zinewu now so one is it Ashanti Media was okoto de ne budget. Nti yenuanom na wa hyase wo hya horoba emi kwame menyim nuanom minority fo yeremfa ahoroba hye in politics and I won't reply. Hey, we botu wa ko social media wa ko ha yenkrofo won ko chocho nsam tromo
but yan how
oh ame men kanumpo ame mayankofo mpo se kan hu bibi bone famo na e send mama. I will text you and say don't ever do that again, because those are all distractions. Why? JH Mensah, go and read graphic of 1999. I've forgotten the date. That my library front page banner JH Waboda Mensah. JH Mensah 99. I was a young student, UCC, McCraw UCC library.
Okay.
I still remember graphical front page banner JH Waboda Mensah. It was a certain NDC penyin bi no she JH Mensah Robadam, and it was on graphic front page. Ne JH Mensah so ojitum do JH Maboda Mensah. Me kai the masaman. Nti yempanyimfo na wodi yen anyim no. Nwanya na trotro ka. Awurubezi washawo bi. JH Mensah nizina Markins as a minority leader. He went through a lot, but he didn't give up. Me, I am my conscience is very clear. Issue, if I'm not sure, I won't raise it. And as it be Obabano, look, minority for your research team. Yanso kekene yanka yasem ehun de na say your policy coordinating committee headed by Kojo Oponkroma, they are putting out issues. Inyada yesor keke na yakasa. Mbojat masa. We are elevating the politics so that Ghana for oh, look, it will position on in there. You hold on to straw. Assembly and America. That's not our style. You know, we want to go down in history there. Minority, we were most responsible in terms of advocacy, engagement on national issues. It's yen so ankasha roba. Yadam ne yete. Bibia yazeba outer. Yankasa ye research. Look, MPP, sometimes I wish that people know when we meet and we discussing issues, the debate okodo. Obia chana don't do this, do this. They be a yadam not. That is MPP. Odibia yangaza no, ye communication no, na odibia na kwachoka krana. But if we get the communication strategy right, there's no way party be able to make beat in an election. But we'll leave that for another day. What I'm saying there, gold board is all called one. APRO is bad. Now they are saying that they are going to get themselves involved in forex trading. Why? Do they have the license to do forex auctioning, forex, writing to the commercial banks? Is that their responsibility? Do they have a license to do that? Look, one thing, in Zaman Koye, Galamsey has gotten out of hand. Gold board won't go that what if you want more? Small scale miners. Is there a policy by gold board to distinguish between regularly mined gold and Galamsey gold? In your gold board, a penyin na order no okojina a river be in Chenoye press conference. Okache Ghana fu nyina there won't share the color of the river. Ana nyono ye. Mpocho.
Ono ye.
Inti sende na ma babem na Nyankopon di dem egwana amowa. Look, if they embark on reform, I will be the first to support. 107.3. If the things we tell them and they listen, the gold for reserve policy or Juma, we would come out and commend them. But when we raise issues and we are subjected to attack using certain, pedestrian language on us, thinking that we'll also condescend with you, no, we will not. Thinking that we would also reply that no, we will not do that as minority. Let them attack. Let them say what they want to say. But no koro on a yakano. You see, sometimes somebody may say and IMF losses our Bank of Ghana was in him. Our Bank of Ghana was in him. Really? But if a transaction no leading to the losses. How can you tell me the gold board made profit? Profit from what? You have a profit. A profit in your base. How can you tell me the nyamfaso? When you are offloading the losses to another entity, then you want to call it another name. Then you present another books and say, oh, you have made profit. Into your kanwasama. Let go and hire somebody on social media to insult us. Or hire people to go and write using unprintable words on us. Go and get somebody on a foreign land to begin an attack. It doesn't work on me. It won't work on any of us. Emi sobia tidamia aroba means echi. But the truth would always stand. Yesha aseno waso zayeka nunyim. So now the question that I want to ask, even NDC far, one pedal who no quarry there. How come that the fees at 15%
reduce it to 9?
They reduce it to 9, and the federal reduce it to 5, and now BOG says that it has washed its hands off completely. Doesn't that alone vindicate the minority, the so-called ignorant minority? If the minority was that ignorant, why was there an emergency board meeting between Gold Board and BO Bank of Ghana when we raised the red flag? Why is BOG answering to the queries of IMF? Yenya ye pe omani ye. Misi dubio omani ye pe ni ye. Intinu yenya anum ni bi wa wonya abotar. Na ikro yi yenyina yenyu hotim. Yenyu politics are why back in opposition. Hwe ne na answer MPP for your demonstration ni. Yen leaders no nyimpa krumpo ambo President Mahamanizin. Yan shikasa intien. MPP penyin biara ankasa intien. It was a civilized approach, raising the issues to express our dissent on governance issues. We stayed on course. Mpocho. But these same people use a certain spin. Na de bia no peda wadanda won. MPP bi anka sharoba. We had a peaceful demonstration. And you bring some bo cabo na bado. A demonstration no yemu binum na ye wodem. Na wo for wadwen. Nkofo pii na wa kometui there it may not yield the desired results. But cabo or chair ni leadership. Sabio nyimpa zo ya aza na abona bado. MPP for damazo ya yenyime ye. We are quick to criticize ourselves, but we are not quick to honor the industry of our colleagues. Inti mebo kabo na bado.
Okay.
Mebo na nabi na bado. And all others who worked behind the scene, who supported with the ideas. Yen papa, me papa, because me kada me papa, or Safata, da me kada me papa. Frank Davis, Chairman Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee. He showed leadership from beginning to the end. Ozimisem, Honor Nanayan yo onya accident some 2 years ago, only fully. But opinion Frank Davis, lawyer Frank Davis, ni payin medui, or from beginning to the end. Former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Sabunsu, our a young flag bearer in office. Odim Shanin Fe, okay, 70. Odim Tintin, ya de chasse. One stop, oh baby, oh, do baby say, hey, leader, sana one one's in them. Inti, amazing. In your NDC for one as a war yet, and I'm a pede. You waste your time on no. As some corner de biamaka, Mr. MPP for one hard work.
107.3
Unity. If you combine unity and hard work, so unity plus hard work equal to victory. If we are able to drop individual competition as a party, eyi onyin you compete, eyi na oya damna, ye je ni na collective spirit. Eyi so eyi nsem, eyi me no strength. Obi ye mistake afran wokukom, minua hanan koye yentenan. Obi ye djuma abona abado, ahye nkran, a complimenting. Then yenina we apply our shoulders to what? The wheel. Na yera push ko. Ibon mo besi 2028. Nkunyimzin oboto boko. Bonda Dr. Baumia yazne segodo. Bonda Osun Frankan ori him. That's all we need. Don't waste your time of and this if someone when you want opportunity ana.
Yeah.
Intino I am pa. Men said say NDC be pokasa. Men waste your time and share.
107.3
Sometimes they use that trick. You pay attention now. You have fall into that trap. NDC waka kasem bia fobino. Don't even waste your time and share. Don't even waste your time and go and read. Focus on your own party. Na yen ton Dr. Baumia. Papa no wasom. Wasom party. 2013 ya court. Okay, jina adekum. Or your running mate. Wasom. Embraso. No so wabo to Frankai. Or yenina hena says it. De yabe ye jumazin. Neza bois. Na no so wenye nkunyimzi. Na nkunyimzin asu yenina hena do. Parliament in there na yawa 87. Ma obiana kumentu. Onye hu 2000 election. yɛkɔ 2000 election no na yɛn seat yɛ just 61 within 4 years. MPP football parliament 97 yɛba 97 na yɛkita 61 seats. By 2000 na yɛkɔ 2000 election no yɛnya 102. So there was a net gain of 41 seats. Yɛdinya simple majority. Ana Kufuor ɔde bɛyɛ president. Yɛkɔ round 2. Into ɔyɛ hu ɔyɛ tuwa kyɛ.
Ani kabum.
Ɔyɛ tuwa kyɛ. Yɛngye Messi biaa. Yɛngye monka. Sometimes iya na ye konkomija. Iya na ye konkomija. Ye konkomija. Na asɛm kitikiti bi agensim. Sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛte yɛn ho ase. Ehu the way our constituency elections occur, the level of activism, even regional election, and the level of participation, and Crawford participate, it gives me hope. I mean, the competition, me some Morocco, and Crawford when you are bro paper, we have a great future ahead of us. So in all of this, let's say Obi win, now we winner, Ebonabado. Something happened over the weekend at Ayawaso West Wogon. I'm told the women organizer no winning. Main contender no. Cheda wan kan abanumpo no congratulate.
Wow.
There. Me bode me rabana abado. Me bona abado.
Mama G.
Ah, yes, that's the name. I'm told there wo we gu one kan krana.
Ono one who say
Oh the or congratulate. Na sister no winning. And I'm telling her, minim baby owo but baby owo bi onte za American. Za oye na ehu oye asset man ankasa. Yeah, party in the nya chance or chine bi benya chance. Inti demand no oye no onkodan ye dwuma ma party. Na oye ni ye no nya ho abota. Look, the same polling station for one day. Wabo on and would even something bigger. And the same way na me catch and Crawford walk election weekend is the Bantama walk to Abano incumbent chairman no Olusi by 4 votes. Look, chairman I lose you by 4 votes. I mean may lose primaries by 1 vote da. 22-23.
1 vote.
1 vote. I've lost election by a single vote before. 208 primaries. May I lost by a single vote. Inti chairman na owo Bantama. So we lose by 4 votes. Ma now kuma imbubu. Monka de onye MP Kocho Manso. Yenyu asenso is he's such a towering figure. Wa parliament. Wa Bono wasn't he was the first Tescon president, founding president of Tescon. Omanpeyin Kufuor inaugurating wo Kumasi Tech. Wasuma we do them. Them bri for wotem ko bo wo MP ne tamano. New chairman no ini ye dwuma. Politics no owo moto. Moti bia no won sesi, won close ranks. Na yen kunko ye nanyim. Eba Central Region. So the yeso regional elections no mese Morocco no yetumi yani binum kasai obi te there Kenneth ono ye deputy ono ye youth organizer, regional youth organizer no onye Saki the incumbent organizer impayinfo yin tena ho waka chana look oye wunwe payin taseman Kenneth ojitu Emma was step down. The same way when I work for first vice, the original first vice, that the main is between a former second vice, KK Bonze, and only chairman Kojoham. And chairman Kojoham no ofi futu. And now another candidate also up second chair, second vice chair. Also ofi efutu Samuel Gatti now the nansa yakro win ba party elders no one frɛ Kojoham the first vice no on then on Jim to na che de futu ankaye two ayi for war position or region na on Jim ma ayi KK Bonze no nko na che de futu nyimpa kor because region no so into nkada nkofo bi wo fi the same constituency but chat masa oba ha wadwen nti now constituency ni share no so Samuel Gatti no ono nko a second vice na Kojoham no drop the first vice no KK Bonds or experience na on farm back whoever will become the chairman agron or a consensus kakanka so party ni yeti yan wase dama opeyin AK another example na mentem wase bi wo ho weekend the entire constituency executives wo bay menyi wo kase me say look se Jemon Kamba wo politics ma nkunyimzi so remba nti wonje bibiare monka na won kambom and they left my place with joy the work yi dwumazen nti me say opeyin NDC me waste my time on NDC for one some kaka rather no I will spend time in building my own party.
Right. I mean, Saturday regional elections because so now for national akoso. So far, elections now akoso no is MPP on course.
Oh, I'm very impressed with things I'm seeing. Why do I say so? We are in opposition. Your opposition, yenya bim. Normally opposition say bonda nkrofo wa be mebubu. Nti they don't show interest. Activism no oyo kofum. But in opposition, 1.5 years, naturally the way Ankrofo show interest, it tells you that when bibi, they obey ye. And we say, I didn't interest in you are. Or I didn't stroke a crap. But interest in a bar, it gives you a signal. Even for MPship, them often constituencies, you know, every now and then you see people showing interest. Oh, about contest the city, about contest the city. There's nothing like yen to me win. So that gives me a lot of hope. There, look, Bibi Kasibi the whole man. And you know, inyana yewo enyimuno, yezi kune enyimuno. Na mbri to mbri nyinara no. Oh there. Yadi shenye ni timi there. Ekroye somu na munsomu nkrofo abo won mo zina abo party se nyimpa no ofoma wonyi ne tochin ebuan no ogina na ado dam na woye in fact ade kura ndis fu ya kan wasem ya woye ma odu bia ma so mo bon wana about nyi there they are able to easily come together or your one strength on no ya was beating and this phone they are able to easily come together in spite of one differences one is or your one strength and that is one thing or your weakness we have to overcome. We should be able to overcome.
But then I didn't say you beat me overcome it.
Well, one thing, party first. As soon as the party first, it is easy to let go. But at the same time, no, or the young kasa sumbri to breno yeshe nusu na yenu makasa. Because as simbi so wa, a catch a winyana or ya is difficult
To forgive them.
to forgive. Oh yeah, a one so ida maka, as some can na kani na messy. Sometimes when it gets to internal politics, the way a young kasa so, or ya cassette ya one, or ya nan issue. Oh yeah, an issue. Sometimes we no be party paying be waka show abufra baby nature. No waka show bibi ya wa for be no social media. Onim there or your party ba one so ide ej. Ide ej. Na ya yazi ibuma ya no.
Right. Leader, you better come about demonstration, but quickly we'll be a one to Abama Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bomia 2024. I didn't hear so Sana doing a to Abama Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bomia.
Dr. Baumia is a problem solver. ayi abrebo ne ho odu baby a want wase
Okay.
abrebo no odu baby a want wase but with time nimpa beto wase Dr. Baumia sabio obey running mate osum party osumi obey vice president wanda ozi ni nyimzi nyina de som yan papa Nana Akufo-Addo na ben some of the key challenges are yenye wa bem wanda wo ho dano minua atoforsen oba parliament okasan for the first time ato praise Dr. Baumia ose obo MPP in about the war them digitalization ayeye them say hey echimwehu all the payment systems the e-governance initiatives are ye introducing for reforms no mana na mwehu de sana mo bobo ya abado atoba a budget review no media review he said it me pedo ehwehwe tape na ebo na nkofo
pe tape no ma misisi ya
yes ona okasen atuna na muto all these initiatives no or Dr. Baumia them go for reserve see nsanda ndi zefuna wen muto they are not even properly managing it the way or the nchewoye mpocho so Dr. Baumia ite ne kase nyinara he is youth centered. You see, the world today has changed. It has changed into a digital age, technology, artificial intelligence. So what can the assets are? Today, your knowledge over a certain software is your asset. It is property or your wage apasi. A japasi in ya a dang in a sika dwetebio. Or ye nyimzibia wo e wa technology bi ho. Oni a japasi. You see, whenever Dr. Baumia talks about digitalization, he is directly speaking to the youth and opportunities that he wants to use technology to create for employment. Because you need a leader who has a broader understanding of the technological age and is willing to invest in technology to create economic opportunities for the youth. Ghana, your problem I will say is unemployment. Galam say ya king is because youth in Pinara wonya mo from a university. When any da dan da obey adwuma Cocoa Board, Bank of Ghana, Ghana Gas, GMPC, bobo abey adwuma no nkote. But in your abey adwuma no be create economic growth. Or your ankronkre adwuma no be create economic growth. So what Dr. Baumia is saying in there, say yaman akwenya ni economic policy no, it will be fully be anchored on technology. Sometimes people say, oh, Dr. Baumia or economist, now he has veered off from economic issues. Yeah. Really? Do they understand the age we are in? In Bria woman or digital revolutionary age. We are in an era of digital revolution. So any economic policy devoid of this imperative is empty. You cannot talk about policy, economy as a leader without fusing it with technology. So you need technology to move. So that is why he simplified it by saying that he will create a digitalized economy using the youth now. What should share opportunity no, as those who would benefit. Because abofra baby or we university or idea or your capital noze we develop a software.
Yeah.
The meaning panel, once there is a national policy in that respect, no so obotum wenya nanu eziban on kada obotwen Bank of Ghana employment on kada obotwen GMPC employment. So that is what it is. Look, yenuanum NDC for what promise p. What's what about 1 job 3 shifts? What's what about 24-hour economy? Look, well, I've been asking myself the NDC for the 24-hour economy mamu king nasi chreden. If it is about creating opportunity for Ankran Juma, creating opportunity for the private sector, then what that means is that you need to also put in place the incentives for the private sector to take advantage of. But in the electricity, electricity tariffs in Akko, sir, by almost 30%. They have imposed more taxes. If you compare to what the Republican software was about, it is making life unbearable for importers. Today, there is no proper incentive for agriculture. That is why okwenya odo ebro odon emu oton ne ebro na oye no bo yazine chen obi a we import ebro in Ghana. So yanko no very simple. Why is it that you import maize all the way from Brazil? You import poultry products, akuko, chofi, prakonam oye pork. Import from Abruchi. Obodu Ghana ne itua tax mpo retona oye cheaper than nkoko a anya won wo Ghana, than a brower wedua, than a mo wedua wo Ghana no import mo ne itua tax still wasn't a edua wo Ghana no boyezin. It tells you straight away that there is policy misalignment.
Okay.
Abeno does not get it.
107.3.
It's clear.
But in books, no, over indicators, no, show inflation.
Remember, if you are not spending, your duty as a government is to spend in key areas of the economy. If you are not spending and the money is there, and you are recording low inflation, your macroeconomic variables are stable, do you call them economic growth? You are satisfying IMF. What's in the IMF who was supervisor? This economy is an IMF supervised economy. It is not an economy that is being managed to benefit the ordinary Ghanaian. Why? Minority for. Yanyi aboso kan fu kedi nkomo. Your friend and them spare parts for no. Yanyi Ghana Employers Association for is in common. Yanyi Traders Association for no, yanyi wage in common. Yanyi AGI Association of Ghana Industry. Yanyi wanka tsina kukomo. There was live feed. Media funyina batsina ho. And these businessmen were bold. Ghana Union of Traders Association for they were bold. Media for ho waka wanansam. How I welcome AGI for so wakasai. So you see, this is a responsible minority. Say your kasa di yejina ya wonjina do. It's not that ya boyentim. Nambo mza orokodo we economy no mu no na yeka. Abey jobs and we create.
107.3.
One create jobs bia. Rather no ishoma nkrofo na wa fon we dwumum wa sakipi nara. Thousands of Ghanaian youths have been denied their employment. They were sacked. They were dismissed. Their contract terminated without cause. Obia Yejuma 2017, 2018, 2020. just because a baby no employee ninti. In fact, in across all sectors, there is only one ministry, and the major film, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Minya nyimpaze oyebia ebonabado. Jenya okujeto ablakwa. I may disagree with him on many fronts. I have serious disagreement with him on foreign policy and even the way he handled MPP issues, the extreme okre and all of that. But at least what I know, as a foreign minister, no, those who were employed before he assumed office, one terminate to be Nejuma. That I commend him for that. 107.3. But what about the other ministers? They were sacking people, center, right, left. Other agencies, many of them, merely because Nyimpen were employing during MPP time. It's wrong. So they've created huge unemployment by sacking these people. And the worst part of it, one has one promises. It's to be create a 3 shifts so that youth in Binumba Yejuma Nopa, we are what's a Nyumbri Crampono, Wobotu one more torchlight. Na is I then is our door. They said it. And the Ebazine. So, you know, man, this is for one kasa working with position. You know what about being worker.
Leader, Obi will feel because then the beba buying because is cow why suspended na scanner and antenna who toba room na abandon be decided say make it pussy.
They are not creating opportunities for economic growth. That's their fear. You see, for instance, 1D1F. They came and they cancelled the policy. It was wrong. What is a policy alternative? Bison, call the trade minister and interview her and ask the respected Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajare that, Minister, more alternative policy must be after you cancel 1D1F. What is their vision for the private sector? What is NDC's vision for the private sector? Able opportunities and way create juma. Rather no businessmen are being harassed here and there. I met some people. Odibia on the golf course now. Mekono, meeting some businessmen will show us in the Yoko a freeze one account. In the Yoko actual letter come on all banks. There was show one same. And then we invite to Yoko. No way be so that Wabrin saying, here then they see we shares our particular company, here then any the Michigan. When that has nothing to do with even politics, oh, this is not a politicians or harass one. No. These are private businessmen. That is what Yoko is doing. State agencies have been weaponized and they are attacking the business community in a very subtle way. So it is wrong to work hard to make money under NDC. And if they see that you are not aligned to them, that one day worse off. That is wrong. So I'm saying that they should create the opportunity for all of us. They should build the economy. They have an opportunity. 1.5 years gone, 2.5 years more. It doesn't matter whether you are going to lose an election. Build the economy, create the opportunities. 1D1F was basically to give incentive to the private sector. And there's evidence that many companies took advantage of the initiative and invested in Ghana and created the jobs. Kufone time, he declared golden age for business. It brought in a lot of investors. Akufo-Addo also introduced one district, one factory to create opportunities. Tax incentives, number one. What are our people doing? There's no incentive. There's no tax incentive. So how then do you say you are creating 24-hour economy when your electricity tariffs are very high. If you read the policy document, there's a clear mismatch between what they themselves have written, what was written by Mr. Guzitano.
Yeah.
And they later came to Parliament and said one 24-hour economy authority. No, so we'll establish authority. So is it about a bureaucratic institution? Is it about bureaucracy? Or is it about going to the people with what they need and giving them what they need? It's, you know, opinion, for want of a better word, I would say NDC for feeling.
And yeah, early days.
Oh, Agruba Sofia Nopa. Akufo-Addo kade or the free SHS baban. Immediately, what's when in all the free SHS bay.
Yeah.
Anna. TVET. Also be free. Or start STEM education. Or introduce 1D, 1F. One village, one dam. Northern part of Ghana. A lot of farmers benefited from the one village, one dam. We saw expansion of infrastructure in our various schools. Codvet. Akufo-Addo invested heavily in Codvet.
107.3.
Road construction. Abembia beat Akufo-Addo no record. Look, Akufo-Addo now went through crisis. COVID-19 na nkofo kan was na COVID na Russia-Ukraine war. It really made an impact on our economy. Very negative. It was not easy. But Abembi and you are perfect. In terms of Mejitum, that even as a government we made some mistakes. Mejitum, I accept it. Maybe with the benefit of hindsight, one can say that, oh, this could have been done better. And what they are celebrating, do you think that it suddenly arose? It couldn't have suddenly arisen. It couldn't have. It's not sudden. IMF reports said we went through the difficult time. Look, we have paid dearly for the domestic debt exchange program, and they are benefiting. So now they create the impression that, we kept the lights on. The gold for oil program, we use that in a time and there was crisis to stabilize our economy in spite of all the challenges.
Gold reserves.
Intino yayebi yentumi ayeni nyinara edu hondo won so won ye ne ne yenhwe.
Right, you been wrong my mrash with but quickly answer the beko ho no. Demonstration course so democracy under attack. Critics will feel because oh na so obi anante obi an bibia mo ye demonstration kra no obi an hamadwen pillars be na mo gina so amode ka say ye democracy ka mami ka bi no ya chechere den.
Number one, in the Ghana MPP yakasa was it wobahwehwe wunsem wobekyerɛ wo parliament menyima hawa me MPs n bi wokom nyensem nya na yebotumi aka no wopado. And they are TikToker, social media. Yes, young kada sebe obinka kasa kasefi intia o mampenyin. Honestly, obi anjin to them. Bazaya kan da so obi ne kasai ankoye ya issue a writ of defamation against the person. Soon. May use embra na yamfa mbonu kwedu na yamfa no nkotu fiaze. Chantal Al-Hassan or the Fiazi. There's a guy who was earlier jailed, a TikToker be wa friend Kwame Nkrumah the second. Do be anti because they won't attend be wa. So on ben politics one. I do be anka wasem, but I follow that story. Kwame Nkrumah the second. And asam kura me pedam catch police for sunye there. Me someone pi. Oh yeah, more on that than Crawford oh, e kwane plead the guilty. Judging or the Obon because they, for some reason there was a guilty plea and was jailed.
Jitum say medibon no.
Medibon. Those days now me practice no. No ya as a police for ya pa. Especially outside Accra. You know those police for no CID for no. One pede wejuma no yesen ewa. Inti watch wana wada da wanyo kokko so woni bibi. Judge no obehu mobo. Inti wo de wo kwa ka say waje atum. Bon one we jail. I did a lot of such cases. I had to file appeal and all of that. But today, under NDC, this is what is happening. In fact, just for the records, a minority have filed private members' motion to change, to amend that law, to repeal that law, section 207 and 208 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. You have filed an amendment and the private members bill. And to say you parliament October, you expect the union majority for no cooperate with ahen na you tum na you repeal the membrane. And after omanpayin kufo or repeal the criminal libel law no. The oyembrebia yena mpayinfo we free there or the one wo book no. And on na union NDC for take advantage. Is on to nchana about the justice system itself. Chief Justice Tokonu, now it is clear. The Osanda Mamino na ebia or mon kwan. 1 years a war yen tina where then. How come the young Papa Chief Justice Sabio court convocation? Court convocation. It is for the judges and the lawyers to have rest. But you say all judges should go on vacation? Number no Sabio cases are your MPP for now. What one cotton? I'm a judges there. Won't just is it to ensure the computerized system now what they assign cases and so the essence of the computerized system no was to allow for fair trial so that computer no assign case or the other courts. It was introduced under Justice Georgina Wood na time. Successive Chief Justice awobe nyina was the Mazin Yejuma. And the nwetwem intino wa direct court asam no nko so that one preferred judge no with asam na wa mon judgment awhwehwe. Is ono to nchena the tribunal system. The Choboy court system. Although once a chairman of the tribunal or a lawyer, but there's no requirement for him to have the training to be a proper judge. And then lay persons. Look, it is a disaster. Complete disaster. Then again, Dami Iyoko, Dami bail bond, honors bail conditions. And cover property 50 million, cover property 30 million, 100 million. On ye share Yenya Kwabna Edubuahin. He's a young man. He has committed over 20 years of his adult life serving this country as an intelligence officer. In Yadayado, they keep wake to protect us. He doesn't deserve what he's going through. National security in someone can wapado. So how national security for operate to keep the peace, to protect us? If Antase nasa awo ipede jina na security for one expenditure do not bokwedwa. No, there will be no national security. The way the young man is being mistreated on in a year. Yenya, minua. Yenya no man disifo on ye. Now let's talk about wound to me. In him there all along, no wound to me case no. Mete na mensha dan tase papa. All along the impression created ni there. Wound to me waka ya galamse. That's the impression. Onwa Ghana fupi na was all wound to me ya galamse. Obi mo bia mo onyima anye nyina. Mark and judgment in 3 times. Opening in him there, even the charges, they didn't charge him there. Why a galam say? So onye galamsey ntina won to me other prison no. Mate mahwe honorable Asedu Nkatia NDC chairman. Mahwe ni video okro Kumasi okoye interview. Na oye propaganda there MPP fo eba ze yezi won to me nachi. Na obi a waka ye galamsey wa say nsu wa say we twetwe ye ndua wa me reho me say ha NDC fo mu wotimi yezen. So what say wa dan obi si maka kade bibi nso asam no me kaka hwe na nyimpa no rusu all kan ya odi nyankopon ni timpo abam and this for so benyin wo twa asam ato do a wo baka ni na way a obi abejezi. That's what they've done to wound to me. Mama ni due wound to me mama ni due na nyankopon no tumu so nton kana akoma ntuni e mo ndwendwe pi ne yer namba ne busua mama won shazen mishkade wonya akukudur na won bompai na nyankopon okasa maye.
Right, leader Obeka say
na me tre galamsey asem no mu.
Right.
When I read the judgment now judge no what show the son won to me nanka so one mining lease son ombu mbrebiado na asem a wodi ye njan nkrofo bi kotu gold wo won to me na asase do. And now we go to gold, one for Quempapa to be to gold. Into odi forward the mazin. Hey be them number what kind na. Into the mining companies PE or Ghana doesn't mean there obi koya galamsey wo obi no concession dra.
You bet you why your concession no.
Come on. And brand waste in it. Wait in Brani Tazi. So, and they say 20 years, Uncle jail. All they wanted to do, perhaps, was to punish Wound to me for something else he has done. And all of us know why Wound to me is being punished. Obi any Morgana. But only they end them. Only they end them. You see? Ochino wo, they be a make the massem you. And the reason why me to me a bold makadamasem because MPP are bredono. And they may be now me free door yes system against NDC phone.
Right, I want to come here and say MPP and you too lenient. And of course, I thought I be na NDC for Assemba or one case you do more family acquaintance so you okra lidi a patrol.
Oh yes, it is true because me feel there. Kemi kebi. Oinde inye politicians no yeze damazi no ye nusu onboa. And I've not changed my position. But I'm worried because ebia ochina the way they are going, you know, they will make it difficult for me to even attempt.
So be patrol.
Mabaka dem yenje. Mbojo ebia ndamreka sa won basrom. Obaga me fi Afenyo market no me akrampo no obetum wadi amunam. Ebia, oh my mind, today. But I'm saying that the cycle must end somewhere. I won't sit here and say, under Akufo-Addo, it was perfect. I won't say that them a political attack, this is the first time. I won't say that. It would be hypocritical on my part to say that. But I'm also saying that even if it did, let's end it, make it better, and change the way we go about things. I am not saying that don't ensure accountability, don't demand accountability. I haven't said, but demand accountability with a human face. Let justice be seen, that there is justice. Let people see justice at play. Why did they arrest Miracle Abuaji at the airport? Why are they misleading people that Miracle Abuaji were 30 million, 40 million one account? Why are they doing that? Why are they tarnishing the young man's image? And unfortunately, sometimes I and MPP for no, we fall into their trap. We sometimes even believe it. Sometimes, yes, they set the agenda. Now what could be? Now what information be a man? Now what's Charlie? Akwana semne nye kra obwa propaganda. So people living around you in your close circle, ebia wonyi mu ye ni may believe that ampa ekedibon. Nye them not it. Nye them not it. No. So they have mastered the propaganda, and then you social media no so wo be me pedam kan fanti we ko social media commenting na e commenting ya na oye nyimpa o negative comment no what the na AI artificial intelligence them machine we create farm no what them and this for no one we if you the comment e bi anche ma ba wo platform do then they target me so they unleash them into no obi obete obekado Afenyo Markins krano or kasano social media and crofum pe. No. Yeni nyina no ye nyimpa machine. Or your technology. What the drive opinion? What? And this is one what the winner ban propaganda no. Propaganda akoshu samano into what trasam kro to order. E onda dan no mama mi bi na okosu no. Osa Afenyo obwa ibi sane there ibi no obwa man obwa it's a game but are you careful you fall into their trap into bon there and the yako demonstration a very successful demonstration peaceful then one stage the madden into a stager. And when you're careful, you hold it. Thank you. Instead of all MPP people doing hashtag democracy and attack, no one throw agenda no. We throw agenda now. Then once you join that conversation, so you realize that I didn't rush to any studio to respond to anybody.
Yeah.
I told people that hey, be smart, MPP, be smart. Don't waste your time. If radio don't know what the topic about, don't answer. Stay on course. Democracy and attack. That's the message.
Right. Leader, 1 minute per facture me any day so me basis here.
My leadership to present a petition to the president, drawing his attention to some excesses. The youth are being arrested and jailed just for speaking truth to power. The chief of staff or the deputy or a very senior member of government under the circumstances and to lead it. We feel that with great respect to you and without prejudice to your presence, to nominate only you to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party. I'm the leader of the party in parliament. You have the general secretary of the party here. You have the chief of staff of the flag bearer. We have the chairman of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the party. Members of parliament and the leadership of parliament are all here. But to disrespect our democracy by only nominating you to come, like I said, with great deference to you.
Right. Leader, the entire me board tape anyway, and he say demonstration look also come out. But more present petition, you know, kakra bi ese ho no, and my message no yira.
What I'm saying is that in this era, the politics are your woman. You have to know how to sustain your own message. Ebia, because I've done some training on social media, that is why me approaching it different. I've gone through some training. For instance, let me just give an example for the benefit of MPP4. Somebody may say something on social media. The thing may just have 2 likes and 1 share. The thing has not gone anywhere, but nimpa no watro. It will die a natural death. As soon as you go and pay attention to it, in the name of you want to tell your friend, for instance, me will be a phone, na ma forward amount. Then I forward it to somebody else. Then the close circles are all sharing. Then you are making the thing go viral.
Yeah.
So I always tell people that if you go and see anybody writing, saying something about, don't share it with me. Don't even read it.
Don't waste the time on side, you know.
Yes, because it's a trap. About on Saturday, for instance, I was hard on one senior member. For the first time, the senior member no, on send him WhatsApp message down. Me one or send obi na sembi di bram. Na my friend, I say open. Inti MPP for your parliament. All the good things we've been doing, you don't share. You have not even forwarded a single debater. Yeah, it's been impactful to me though, leader. Well done.
Yeah.
Why are you forwarding NDC in Assam and work out for me and past 7 a.m.? You are forwarding it to me. Or say, oh leader, I wanted you to know. I say, no. Know what? Please delete it from your end. In fact, I felt bad what I did, but I had to do it. I also had a good friend, my bosom friend be for many years. Every now and then, no, I forward it. Obina sama watch or no, also or send them. One day, me titi menu on message, bro. You know what? From today, even if you hear people going to kill me, don't tell me. Enough of this. Wejay. You see, social media operate in a funny way. I had a gossip kokonsa platform.
Yeah.
If you don't stay focused with your message will get lost. And those who know how social media operate are deliberate about it. Those who know how social media operates are very deliberate about social media. So they have a way they throw something in. Knowing that people like to gossip. Then they know though, was the Damazi divert attention. So somebody can say that, oh, bottom assembly abapa worker. Then will be say, oh, this person, he's saying this because he's jealous of me. Then people become inquisitive. Oh, Dama, why is he jealous? Then they are rather sharing.
Side jealousy.
Bonde, ebia weko wiazo. Azina weko wiano is rather lost. Now, the person who is writing that obi a jealous no, will now engage others that Charlie, this agenda, so share. Do you get it? Until you must be smart. If you are a social media communicator, if you are a politician in this era, you must always remember your own message. What is your message? So MPP for Yako demonstration. What is our message? We say democracy is under attack. So even it's 1 week, not say even if 10,000 MPP for have that as their hashtag.
No share.
No share. No throw on one page. Equal Ghana, the Iba Ghana trending issue, democracy under attack. The government will sit up. Now let me even come to young flag bearer, Dr. Baumia. How many people post Dr. Baumia? Yes, sir. We post birthday party, yen DP, ya church, you didn't maybe that to do yen a status. We want to sell Dr. Baumia. We want the youth. A lot of the youth did not vote. A lot of the youth politics they are too busy. They don't know about governance. It is his image. We have the benefit of early primaries. And this is for any candidate yet. So one thing that as a party we can do now is to project the image of our flag bearer in such a manner there by 2028, now that is the household name and face. Obianim there, papaya na yenyim there. But how many of us are doing that? We don't get it.
What can some?
How many of us are doing that? Close circle friends, are they doing that? MPs, are we doing that? Former MPs, are we doing that? Party communicators, are we doing that? Constituency officers, are we doing that? Regional officers. The party machinery, Obia was social media. Are we posting the flag bearer? Because it's no post as important as the flag bearer. It is Dr. Bawumia and nothing else. Are we marketing him? Are we selling him? Which image are we creating for Dr. Bawumia? He's an affable, peace-loving, conciliatory, a patient man, a good listener. What are we saying about him? So, you're the end is if you're a candidate, and now we'll be struggling
To market him.
to market. No. The time to project him is now. And we have to be deliberate about it rather than wasting time on NDC for one asama working and whatever what they do. Because as for them, they are in government. Their job is to make the life difficult for you.
Yeah.
Their national security apparatus is there. They have government communication bureau. I know. So as a minority leader, but we know how they strategize and go about it. Say, yen demo ya yakri. Damis be now mutin. It was a deliberate ploy to kill the demo. It was not accidental. One walk at the baby now also. No, it was not by accident. It was planned. They sat down. What she said there, look, go after Afenyo Markins. Do this. Present it. No, what's another person? No, so what there's a onka. No, so onka them. One say, and as a political communicator who has gone through this thing, kakrano, the dam no orko. Sometimes will be a call a TikTok washa waroba. Don't even mind the person. Nimpano wakaka we he can share, but that can remain within the circle of nanum krofono. Na unko baby mboyaz masa. If for instance NDC for cook agenda about me, Afenyo Markins. Now they start sharing among themselves. It is nothing. It will gain your friend and momentum. It will gain traction if it gets into MPP circles or those who are apolitical, and it is also shared. Then I don't know, we gain traction, and then they use the fake news where Awobe creates fake news. Now was account. So on no or target the vulnerable. And then the obia ko TikTok. Obia ko TikTok. There is a way they target. You know, obia ibia a particular site be yeah. Bon there algorithms no obelidu to ishakura bondo otua do dama. So we as a party we need to educate our people. Party for no either who daminze me there e cut there in there who pay ni bi NDC in bi ashana hoba. Don't even comment. Don't even waste your time. Chomnako oya agenda akọ to the wo wacho bibia for Dr. Bawumia no nyama na wo soro ka share we nyaw. You can respond to it in a different way by raising your own issue. So just look at it. Then prepare your message and which would counter it in a different way. Sometimes you don't even make it direct. Because making it direct will mean tracing the source. Yeah. Then you are getting the source to go viral. I hope you are getting the point. You sure?
Yeah.
It's no ono bois. So sometimes the timing in responding is also critical. Because sometimes I don't know why what the test abutara whether you be emotional and then you panic and go giddy. No. Into no even you MPP for yansha honi ye.
Right.
Because power no baba ofi ankasa.
Right. Nansen tell me oh ani ati say ya target MPs bi a ye bechichiro mo na omo bubodin menim mo pick intelligence bi efri hina ashekiu.
Oh, opinion. If all they want to do is to be arresting MPs, we are waiting for them. There's no problem. We are waiting. What I know is that they've been threatening some of my MPs. Sometimes it's been me a contribution. Then they will get BNI or to call them. They will on reports. I mean, I've solved a lot of these problems. I don't want to go specifics, but
Understandable.
Oh, obviously, some people are disturbed. I mean, or the same level of akukudura obiwo. Obiwo wa bibi damohon. Especially in Yeshwe and Obandama nyimpa no onkasa wa parliament mpono bondo oyoyezen. Nti bonda deny one way. They be the same set of people na wakasa. But I tell people that you're a politician now. You must sack yourself for everything. You must sack yourself for everything. But what I want to tell you, they should help our president to leave a legacy. They should not waste the 2.5 years ahead of their own government with all these arrests. Because when you're careful, they would rather destroy the image of the president. Because Omanpeyin baby awa boni breduno, I believe he came back to leave a legacy. So they should help him to leave a legacy. And this arrests, it won't help them. I mean, that's what I'll tell them.
Right, Mami Roma Imra Sojafi, new sheriff in town, and this is what they say changes aba. Honorable Agaga James, Ayakweno, majority leader, no. A master stroke. I beha edum kumano. Changes no one saying.
Well, I can't comment on one strategy, but I'm saying that agruniform osan onyoko osan onyoko agruniform they are in government, so they have a lot of space, from what I heard earlier, Honorable Ayerga, Nenyuan Shadanje, majority leader, no pedo ye minister. I know yetin that do. Mami bisane, minu mati de, e pede gwan jamna, eke ye minister.
So tatana too much.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to go that route. I mean, Obiana Mope, me for instance, Yaba Parliament 2013, election petition. There were few meetings, then painful be said, hey, Namo, I watch it a post now, now the expectation was that we were going to win the court case. Some elders were shocked when I said, well, I'm minister, me pay me ignore parliament. Okay? Yaba power, of course, first term, many opportunity to serve in any leadership capacity, but I still did my work. When eventually President Akufo-Addo Kado Oyem, majority leader, and the party took the decision, I had to go to him and say, I'm a majority leader without ministerial appointment to it. Because, my attitude towards that portfolio on there, a certain level of experience be with parliament. I'm boom and son amazing minister. It's my personal view.
Okay.
I'm very conservative when it comes to that because I see ministerial portfolio not as a hobby portfolio, but a very weighty responsibility. You need to enter the ministry with a certain level of weight. That's my personal view. So at any point, if MPP were BAME, now I want to go forward, the one year minister, I want to get into that particular ministry where certain weight be.
Okay.
That's my personal view. So, sir, I'm paying yen flag bearer, Oba, power, Ochina. na obisam there, oh, leader, I want you to be a minister. It will be difficult for me to say there, say, I want to be a minister. It will be difficult to say that, yes, sir, I want to be a minister.
Okay.
I'm saying it will be difficult because I want to work in parliament.
107.3.
I want to work in parliament. I love parliamentary advocacy. I love the parliament work. I believe that the parliamentary democracy needs a certain level of enrichment. It shouldn't be seen as a second-class political work. Work in parliament must be taken serious. You make laws. You influence policy. Parliament is the face of democracy. So at any point, it should have some men of substance who have the experience. So I love parliament. But obi so pede obey a minister. Oso biana nitimasam nadwen.
Right. Leader Fachame. See as opportunity abana MPP so mu hia wo. Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia settle on you.
I beg you, please. Stop it. Mpocho.
Mate leader.
Mpocho. I beg you.
Nana Mate.
Mpocho. Party ni mpanyinfo wom. Napo. Oye papa no running mate. Please. Don't lead me into that temptation. I'm not one of those overly ambitious people. Please.
Right.
I will know. I don't know why you said that, but I'm very serious on this. There are senior members in the party.
Okay.
I don't want this thing. Wankasa enam wonu obi hwehwe na ope asema ma odedo mpocho. Anope so obi kofa asema ma mpocho. Ma yensum wo bebi a yeresum na yembo papan na onfu na egua.
Okay.
Mpocho atmasa. Yemma onsum onfu na egua. Mo mbaba nde na awoso pede bi de. Menye obi enya apre mpocho. Nwa wo pre running mate no. Count me out.
Right. Man, I support me leader.
No. It matters. Oh, it's okay. But social media.
Okay.
So let me be very clear. One hour pre-running meeting. Emi kwame na menka wo bi. So be repera minim but menka wo bi.
7.3.
Yeresum wo parliament. Party ni mpanyinfo wom. Party mpanyinfo wom. Mpanyinfo na ahinzi na edu won do no won fu wegua yempie won na wonye won adwuma won pe wa brabom ma yenye adwuma no wo parliament na party mpanyinfo wom nti emi running mate asem na won awo menka wo bi mpocho na obi anka fam ho adwen bi na party odubi anum yehu mpocho pi
fa chebe leader
medase pi
August 4 ewo MPP mu ehun wo mfaso na ehun wo mfaso de ntie no ehun wo mfaso.
Well, yeni mpanyinfo wo share wo sopon and we form the nationalist movement United Gold Coast Convention UGCC, and that laid the foundation for what we have today. It is true that Nkrumah Bay but for me CPP, and that eventually won the elections and became the first government. But that does not take away the fact that MPP and painful were forming the nationalist movement and laid that foundation. And we celebrate them for that work they did. In Yanwana, in Cheyenyuho, if UGCC, Aba United Party, Aba Progress Party, then there was a split, PFP and UNC. Then Yankopon Adom 92 mpanyinfo ni nyina asem bom yebo form MPP. Until 4th August it has its significance yantutu nfum o hian because dame dano na mpanyinfo waka de bronyi na membun or de yesu yaji ye fanwuzi na yankasa yenya yan ebibifo yana membu nti oye azibia ehunhia mayan MPP for because there's a K in painful.
Right, when you move right there quickly, you bet Charles is here. Crop of leaders by now MPP here. going into 2028 general elections, regional because now move to national.
Collective spirit. Leaders with collective spirit. I said initially that we need to kill that individual competition spirit in us. You see, the world has moved from the era of individualism, teamwork, family. We don't love one another enough. We need leaders who love. I used to move my car one morning and drive to my colleague's house. Go and visit. Talk about family. Talk about the party. Or they do young more. Or they zi enyizima young more. Or they dream party no ne ideology more. So be yam fomodo or they yetum yafa nyansa kwembidu na yakachran ma yanto ne nchen. One person was some party pa odubia nkrofo wo bonizin ya yewa oyo me ye onyinapo. Asam baby all done Mr. Matthew Poku Pempe. I saw his works. When I came to Parliament, I saw him. When we introduced free SHS, I saw him in action at the Ministry of Education. He may not be perfect, but he has served this party. Sometimes we damage him. It's not fair. Where we find weaknesses in him, we should approach him and help him to correct himself. Sure, to where you may have a weakness, but you may not know. Oh yes, Gabi in any station, Nayati. Gabi, Papa, why am Unkrofo? He is not perfect. But when we be forgetting about even the good things that he's done for the party. I want us to celebrate one another and learn to forgive one another. Obina sama ba wo party ni mu a yenwu kona yeba foda yeba dumduja. Na wonso wonyi nyimpa. Sometimes you say yenwu dodo. We forget about the good things people do for the party. So we throw them under the bus. Obina Samaba was, oh, let's throw him under the bus. We don't have to do that. So if you want to ask for the new crop of leaders, and now MPP fire pedia party in Oko power 2028, the me is see in here. Say ando ye nwa yentum mfa adwen or dey ye kwase ma party self-sacrifice and above all mpabo politics or you politics and mpabo nyim nkunyimzi nyim or ye sunsum asem e kwa akagina the want to abamo say esura mfa mo a runtum nya esura mfa mowa runtumi nya nto ya yem bi se wraze yen ni zinkita ho nkofan na wo bompe ma party de bia ye koyeba we are so selfish in our prayers. Do we even pray for our party? We don't. We all pray for ourselves. Yeah. Do we pray for the party? Oh yes, masem. You want Dr. Baumia to win. Do you pray for Dr. Baumia? Do you ask God to open doors for this party? To let his light shine upon this party? Do you ask God to grant this party his grace and favor? Do we say that just one phrase, just 1 minute of prayer? Do we pray for the party? Ya committee mpa, ya bompe mpa na ya mbodi ye. Onye nyuado aze, oyam paibo. So as a party, we should pray for the party. Ye nyina members no. Anopa ye wo morning devotion no. Na kai. Eko mosque, e du utiri bofoma, na kai party ebi se raze the ikuna a woman onfani nshira na ododo mpaebo ehu ododo mpaebo ozi nkunyimzinam misi dubio ododo mpaebo ozi nkunyimzi na ozi nam oyo bia no sunsum yet enemy ehun ti na Jesus can no also when 2 or 3 gather in his name ehun he is there. In other words, if ododo all your energies are coming together for a cause, there's a greater impact. Greater impact bi wo nti no nwa woyeye ayi wona wonyim mframem some masters no ebon pass wofra bibi selfless prayer ebon pa no mboma was a sermon binum it will come back was give and it shall be given unto you. And when the Jesus didn't send me pino ya bebu.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't send pino ya bebu. Was give and it shall be given unto you. Into bompa from a binum. Obi o anen say a dinde abuba ni trim ye sum. Obi always ka won ebusuam mpo. Namba nkote na oka hon. Dey bi. Ebe hwa na echi eyer na echi wo na dampami. Na ohun na achi we. Nti no yetu ya mfu nyina yanka ye party won Bible. We should pray for the party. The battle is the Lord. I remember back in the days Cynthia Morrison, she had a group. Na anefebia na wo na Akufo-Addo ni fie wo bompe. That group. Those days your opposition no odu baby no imbesiafo wo politics mo ye pa o.
Yeah.
Imbesiafo wo so party ni mu. Na was one paibo wo bompa inye kunafo na wo bompa orijimon ho ndc fuma wo ye nyina bonda wato fum oyam paibo bonda sure boy na chi baumio nti yam bompa
Martin leader, you better say, but
you're
Mompae,
young farmer,
MPP,
no, young one,
a leader.
Your leader no was
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's it. And stop individual what? Hey, you are not here.
Empire.
No, and stop individual competition.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, who you from? Not there.
Fetch him, leader.
Hey, we should stop individual competition.
Okay.
It won't help us. Let's be collective. Obini weakness, go approach the person and correct him.
And you need to know what to do.
Yeah, that won't put a comedian obi to former. Obey our 10. No, all we have that was weakness. Don't know why your politics as you see as our NDC for what the Chinese they are able to come together easily. They are able to get collective easily. Until you may see them to having problems. Parliament are way. I see a lot of problems amongst them in the majority. I see it. So maybe I'm but what bodon pepe they all come together as if there's no problem. MPP fa nchebe mo bi ehu. Ombempo nyimpa na omba whip nimpa. That is our weakness. So we need to work on this so that the individual talent that we have would have that collective power, no way near impact. And that impact is what will bring us power. I rest my case. Thank you.
Right, leader, you better ask for your time. Yeah, that's a OPK Seminchiao. Protozo Seminchiao. Almost so many mutio. I never can be so much.
Obono Mazempa Protos was a very hard working MP. very hard working MP. Yan a 42 first timers no. One ya was a superstar. MPP yan 42 first timers no. Me bompe de Nyankopon boboa ma won nyina wetu wakọ on post.
Amen.
Me bompe because what boy wasn't do. What boy wasn't do. They work so hard. So hard. First timers no. Me bompe pa.
Ebeye.
There. Wo nyina wo botum we nya second term. Because minim there they are more than determined to see the party gain majority come 2028 elections. Na nyame be yam wompa.
Right. Me da say. Shannon so mama first da ma haksa mesha. Wase wasa tamfo eno no 2074 mo ka ho bi ene ye di dwumadi sumo. Honorable Afenyo Markins minority leader on the ene di nkomo we di efie nkomo etimi hu TV so social media na wo sa ebi wa ne mrante bebre na matum say didi ya to da bi ya misuro ma me say papa yi na onu omu didi unsuro
No na impocho me say binum was still maintain the one walk election binum to still maintain
It have